know it's your boy P4 with another episode of Just Listen Podcast. What it do?
Hey, what's happening? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Carr, a.k.a. Genuine in the building. What's happening?
It is I.
The cocaine sniff.
Just a little bit. Feeling. What's going on, y'all?
What's good, man?
Everybody good?
Yes.
How you feeling?
We're great. How you feeling? Because, you know, you're back from PTO.
It feels amazing. You know, it feels amazing to be back. You know, sometimes you need some things happen.
They missed you, Slick.
Everybody should have.
They missed you,
Slick. You missed me? You can say
no,
it.
I didn't.
It's all right.
No.
You can say it.
That was fine.
You can say you missed me.
I saw you.
Okay. Car, you missed
Pause.
me? Car, you missed me? Car, you didn't miss me? Not at all?
Man, come
He's
on.
glad that he was back in his seat because he was.
Oh, no, I'm happy I'm back now.
So you
I'm full effect who I'm supposed to be.
Okay, so you feel better that I'm back, but you didn't miss me. Gotcha. Same thing. It's all right.
Cool, man. I was glad to have you back, I guess. Slick. You know.
Glad to have you. Just
we're back
whole
again.
There you go.
Pause.
Oh, no. All right.
I don't know, man. You know it's 2022.
That's true.
You got to pause for everything now.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought you were supposed to do no pauses anymore.
Yeah, it's supposed to be progressive now, but you know,
right?
We're not.
What if y'all didn't know we have a special guest in the house?
Special guest. I thought you were finished.
Huh?
I thought you were gonna say the rest.
Yeah,
I was
He's
doing
too
the turn.
dramatic, and you killed it.
You saw me
he
emotion.
had a whole
right?
thing. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm sorry. You can start over. Start over.
Into you. Let me move.
Fantastic Frankey in the house. The world renowned.
I didn't know the cue. I didn't know if I can't clap yet.
Yeah, you can clap now.
Okay, now we go.
He cut me off like in
I'm
traffic.
really sorry. I felt you.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
More light skins.
What's going on? How you doing?
He said more light skins.
Yes, he hate light skin coalition.
I do not hate. I just said they're part of the light skin coalition, and now we have another one.
Wow.
Welcome.
I think
But he
it's
think
also
he's
because I'm
dark-skinned.
like directly in the sun. Like
It's
if
just
you
your
had
color.
seen me like over there.
In the shadows.
Okay. Copy. Catch me in July though.
Okay.
Yeah. Catch me in July.
Okay.
Well, welcome to the Just Listen podcast.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I finally made it.
Right.
Okay. Glad
Right.
that you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Since
Yeah.
standing, I was waiting. I stepped on the more
I
toes.
didn't want to, you know,
I'm not gonna step with those toes.
overstep. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, let's give a little backstory here. You know,
Yeah.
and I came across your page on IG, and it was during, I think, Doctor Strange, when all the Doctor Strange stuff was just popping off, bam, 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 and I came on. I think you was talking about one of the trailers. I know you said you don't watch that many trailers.
I don't.
And then so
You don't watch trailers? I love, especially
watched
Marvel
one.
trailers. It has to be an indie film that I know nothing about.
Mhm.
That I'm like, what is this about? But beyond that, I really don't watch trailers.
Yeah, I watched the first one.
Maybe the first one's the like, but I don't watch those breakdown of trailers too.
I don't
either.
either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you know, I came across it, and you had some interesting takes on everything that you had to say about the movie and other things as far as, you know, Marvel, superhero, DC, anime, and I was like, this is interesting. And I was like, my guys, we talk about that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I sent it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that raised their interest. So we was like, okay. So, I think what really was like, oh man, she official was when you went to the preview. I mean the
premiere.
The premiere.
I was just as shocked as y'all. I'm not gonna hold you. I was like, okay, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Not gonna hold you. Yeah.
So how was that? I mean, talk about that a little bit.
It was a really like, as a fan, I've been a fan since I was a little girl of just like comic books in general. So to be in a position where I could be on a red carpet with like Tiffany Haddish was like a couple rows away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Flash was in front of me. Flash Thompson, I forgot the actor's name, but the Flash Thompson from the new Spider-Man movies was like right in front of me. And it's like, it's weird. I used to be a personal trainer until like, you know, COVID came and I got laid off. And it's interesting, like, to the shift in my career and like to be able to do it. So it was surreal. I didn't really get to meet the cast. I wish I did. But just to see them and to interact with them, to see a lot of other creators and to see how like fans are being honored by like being able to content create and things like that. It was a really good moment. And it also like inspired me. Like I need to be doing more. I need to be working more. I need to like, you know, book more jobs. And yeah, all around it was a good deal for sure.
I'm jealous a little bit.
You jealous?
Yeah,
I would be jealous.
Yeah.
I'd be jealous. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, I was like, yo, niggas gonna be jealous. I didn't even. I'm sorry. Can I?
Okay. Say what you want. Say what you feel.
Because I felt that way when I watched other ones. I'm like, you know, only whites are going and stuff. And honestly, there weren't. All of the Black female creators I saw there were also like legitimate reviewers. So they weren't like Instagram or whatever. They were like, they worked for like Sci-Fi Wire and stuff like that. And so I was like, yo, I'm literally the only Black female influencer here. And I really didn't think that would actually happen because they don't be fucking with us like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, it's fun.
Okay,
that's what's up right there, man. You know,
yeah, you get a clap for that. Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't want to go too far here. We're gonna backtrack a little bit. So you know, you said you was a trainer and then you went to being an influencer. So you know, kind of talk about how did you get from trainer to let's talk about these things, this passion that I like.
Yeah. So my dad is a big nerd. So I'm one of the children's and nerds that, you know, they drag to expo. They weren't cons until I was like a tween. But before then, it was expos, right? You go, you meet the artists. They argue with them. They all kind of go together in a bar. And I was like kind of dragged to those. And my dad collects toys. So he'd be there to collect toys. So I started reading DC and Milestone when I was really young. And then it kind of grew into Marvel and anime. And but I was always like really in the closet about it. Like when I was in elementary school, I tried to talk to this kid. I remember his name. It was Senku Bandelays, African. He was really mean to me. And he was just like, shut up. Like, you don't know. Like, you trying to get boys because we were in like 5th grade. Which, you know, like, honestly, when men are like, you're into this nerd stuff for men, I'm like, y'all are so full of yourself that this is it. Like, I'm going to start reading comic books for this group. So I kind of kept it hidden, like, even through college. Like, I would watch it quietly. If I was dating someone, I'd only watch it, like, while they weren't around. I remember I went to go see Captain America Civil War on a date, and I lied about knowing anything about the MCU. And I was just sitting there and he was just like saying the wrong information all the time. I was dying inside. He was like, yeah. Cause you know, Captain America for civil rights and like in the civil rights movies. I was like, what? Really? And he's like saying all this stuff. I was just like, oh wow, are there any Black ones? Like, what about the Falcon? Could he ever? And I'm like trying to like spur him, like maybe he forgot or whatever. And he was just bullshitting and like whatever.
He's trying to impress you a little bit. You don't know, so let me just make
by making up total facts. Yeah. And it also made me question how men are when they say they know things. Like, are they lying the whole time? Like, I've never asked the guy a question about something I actually know, you know, and actually not known it. Normally, I'm like, I know this, and I like stop them in their tracks. But like, I've never actually been schooled on something that I already know by a man.
Okay.
So it was very eye-opening to like the psyche of a man trying to like.
So what made you able to open up about it then?
I watched Insecure. So I turned 29. And she had that's how the beginning of Insecure turns. She turns 29 and she's like, fuck, what am I gonna do? You know, like my life hasn't started. Is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? And it like jumpstarts the series. And it was the same for me. I was like, I'm turning 29. I'm on YouTube all the time watching these people talk about things, and because they're all men and like white women, they're never assessing things the way that I am because they don't have my experience. So I was like, let me just start it on my fucking phone and like see like what will happen from then. And it actually did very well. Like, I was really shocked. My page started like really picking up initially. Like, I had hit 10K in like 4 months or something like that. It was insane. Yeah. And it was just, like there weren't that many women, and it was even at the low quality, people were very interested. So yeah, from there, I kept on working, and then when COVID hit, I got laid off maybe like almost a year, like 6 months, 8 months into it. And I was able to get a Facebook grant. And when that happened, I was able to like really focus on the craft. And then from there, I was able to like really expand. And it's been great since then. So I love it.
Cool. Hey man, shout out to Facebook and their Facebook group.
Right.
Yeah, for Black creators, we the culture.
Who was the one that you said in 5th grade? That was
Senku Bendelay. And I gotta stop saying his full government, because if I ever really get famous, I know he gonna hit me up. Also, you use my full name and likeness. Where my money, bitch? I need to chill and make up a new name, but I remember him.
He going.
You just call him Senku.
He wasn't even hot like that. Like he was not. He was raggedy. But he was definitely like someone who was nerdy. So I thought by like approaching him,
right,
because he didn't really have friends. I was like, I'm gonna roll up to him. I'm lying. He did have friends. He had a group. He used to have the Yu-Gi-Oh bros and stuff, right? So I was like, I'm gonna slide in on the Toonami tip. And tell him like, yo, the Namek saga is going on. Like, it's blowing my fucking mind. What's going on? And he was not trying to hear it. So I was like, whatever. Your loss. Albie sees me on Facebook.
There you go.
Yeah.
Senku, he looking.
Because of you, she's what she is
it's
now.
Senku is the guy from Dr. Stone. Yeah. It's Senku. Yeah. Let's get it right while we're talking crazy about him.
You can talk about him. It don't matter. He don't matter.
Right.
Don't know.
We all know what he's doing right now.
What if he's in Georgia right now, like really into this podcast? And he's
I
like,
apologize.
What?
But he should know then.
Apologize for what?
Right.
There we go.
We don't say
we sorry. No, I'll take the heat. Apologize.
Oh, dang.
Fuck
Talk
Senku.
about it. I like it.
Right.
Huh?
If I say fuck Senku, is that too far?
No.
All
Right.
We'll say it later.
Or is it great? It's like my origin story, right?
Right.
That's a good thing for a villain.
For a villain, right? Anti-hero. Some people say I'm the villain.
Yes, you're the villain.
No.
Not in that story,
That
but
would be-
just
in
in
this-
general. And just in
No.
general, they're like villainous. You said Mamie? Damn. I'm glad they siped you earlier and called you the thing. I'm happy for that. Very happy. I'm glad I joined in. Yeah.
See how quick Light Skin Coalition comes together so easily.
We turned
They
very
quit.
quickly.
It's easy.
Damn. You had me for a
Villains.
moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Nothing wrong
So you just became an official reviewer.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell the audience?
Yeah. So Cherry Picked is a women, non-men group like Rotten Tomatoes and things like that. And it was a similar thing. I had applied to get like some episodes of Moon Knight early. And when I hit Disney about it, I put out my credential and they're like, bitch, you not a reviewer. Why would we send you this? Like we'll send it to like a big influencer, but like my following's decent, but like, there are people on TikTok with 2 million followers, like Straw Hat Goofy and stuff. So they were like, absolutely not. You're not getting it. And then they were like, you need to be an official reviewer if your numbers are going to be here. So I was like, bet. I applied to everything. Rotten Tomatoes, Cherry Picked, stuff like that. And Rotten Tomatoes never got back to me, although it's only been like a month or so. But Cherry Picked did. And they were like, we'd love to have you. So I'm very excited to be an official reviewer. And it gives a little validity, especially to my parents who don't know what the fuck I do. So now I can say I'm a reviewer.
So what do you do, babe?
Yeah. No, they're like, she does Dragon Ball Z. That's normally what they say. So I'm like, yeah, that's it.
That's it. Good job.
So obviously,
Just as it rolls off. She does Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goku.
So-
She does
right.
Goku or something like that. I'm like, yeah, for sure.
Cool. I saw that and I was like, okay.
Very happy. It was very happy.
Yeah. So, I'm sure that's going to get you some more, red carpet events. And
I hope so.
things of that
Get
sort.
some dress, maybe.
was that a part of the whole deal when you went to Detroit Comic Con?
No, so I went there. I've been in the con circuit for a while. So I worked for like Anime NYC and things like that. So once you kind of are in that network, it's pretty easy I work with like voice actors and stuff, and I'll moderate their panels and discussions. Because what some panels do is they just throw the voice actor up there and it's kind of like a Q&A and it's chaos. So I'll help facilitate that. I'll do a couple of like, on the floor questions and I help promote it. I did DreamCon last year and things like that. But yeah, so I knew someone who worked with Detroit, and anytime I see any of my friends going to a con, I'll apply and be like, yo, you need someone to do this, that, and third. So that's how Detroit was. So that was my first time in Detroit. It was fun. It was huge. I didn't expect that con to be so big. It was very, very big. It was the size of Anime NYC. So yeah, it was very, very large. And they had some big hitters there. I met Danny Trujillo, Machete. The guy from
Danny
Spycast.
Trejo?
Yes.
Machete?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I said Machete.
but-
Yeah.
Y'all got the look like I ain't know who he was.
It was
She
kind of
said
like
the whole
the
name.
last
I was like,
name.
that's the part in the last name.
Yeah, you
Machete?
Machete. I was saying, y'all was looking at me when I said Danny. I was like,
You said Danny, then you-
Don't worry,
Okay.
I was there with you. I was
Yeah.
like, why they look like
Thank you.
Because
Thank
I didn't get
you.
the whole name.
See, you got me. You have my back. I appreciate it.
He wasn't gonna say nothing at first though.
But
Oh, I
he did,
definitely
and
was.
that's
I
all that
struggled through it.
matters. Yeah.
Struggled.
I mean, I can't really see it. You got a big ass noggin in a way.
Yeah.
Is this the same con where you interviewed the creator from Demon Slayer? Or Harriet Tubman
Yeah,
Demon
so
Slayer?
we're actually friends. I met him right before I started my page. So right before I started my page, I had made cards at work. Like they were paper cards. And I was like, I'm going to go to the Strongworks Center. They were having a Black Comic Con, and that's in Harlem. And I'm just going to introduce myself to all the artists and comic book creators there and tell them I'm going to be a reviewer and to like look out for my stuff and like just to network. So David was one of the people that I met there. It was a very small con. And I'd let him know like, hey, I'm going to start this page. I think it's going to do well. Well, I didn't say that. I just was like, I wanted to do well and I want to like highlight things. And he was with it. So he took my card. He was like one of my first followers. So every time I see him now, he's like, every time I see you do something, I feel so proud. Cause like, I was like, he's like follower number 2 and number 1 was my mom. So like, it was like David Crownson. And inversely, it's so crazy to be a part of like his journey because he just got picked up by Disney and he's actually going to be on Hulu with Prentice Penny and not Prentice Penny won't be on it, he'll help write it, but they're going to do a show too and it's going to be like Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Django. So I'm very excited to see like how that turns out. And I'm excited to be a part of that. Like I was like, yo, whatever you need, whatever help you need, just to know I'm going to be there. So excited.
Yeah, you look like you were having a good time out there.
Yeah, I always have a good time. I go to cons all the time. I love meeting new people. And I love the freedom that comes with being at conventions, especially amongst Black people. Like when we're interacting with our peers that aren't into these things, they kind of act like it's a very separate life that you can't. And you never, sometimes, at least myself, and maybe some of my peers feel like they can't express their full selves around people who don't appreciate the genre. But at cons, we all know what it is.
Right.
So even people who are very low key, like you guys are very, like you have some merch on, but y'all not in full cosplay, making voices. So there are like but there are some guys, there are some Black guys who are full on cosplay voice Dungeons and Dragons. And then there's like men there who are like niggerish, right? But there's no judgment there. Everybody's being free.
Right.
And I love that freedom. I love to be a part of that, and I love to contribute to that freedom in Black spaces, period, right? Where you could just be yourself and be great. So yeah, I always have a good time there. Or at cons in general.
They don't have that many cons here.
False. Dragon Con.
Dragon-
Well, no,
MomoCon.
hold on. Let me.
MomoCon's right now.
Yeah.
People at MomoCon right now.
But
Clean it up.
Yeah, I'm like, there's so many.
That's a lot.
yeah, but since COVID and prior to that, because they'll have some and they'll cancel it. Some that I'd be looking forward to, and then it's like I have to wait maybe a year or two, and then hey, they'll come here, and then sometimes they'll skip a year or something like that.
Well,
so that's why now
everywhere.
Dragon Con, I've been there a couple times.
I'm actually trying to go this year, so I'll probably be there this year.
So that's what, October?
August, I thought.
August.
Mid.
Something around there. It's always around
Can't
football
remember.
season
Yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah,
come.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
most southern shit I ever heard. Yeah, football is about to start.
Football. It'd be Georgia Tech playing, and then Dragon Con's here.
I would love to see that mix,
So-
right? People painted in red and black. That's Bulldogs, right?
Yeah,
Georgia Tech?
Bulldogs.
Yeah.
That's
Is
not
it?
Georgia Tech. It's Bulldogs.
Who's that?
Georgia.
Georgia.
Bulldog.
Just Georgia.
Just Georgia.
UGA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
University
I'm not
of
going to get
Georgia.
into
And then
the
Georgia Tech.
semantics
Yeah,
of it.
the national champion.
Yeah,
I don't
put
know.
that out.
You guys could have
James.
said banana, and I would have believed you. I don't know anything about football, but yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I know there are diehard football fans who
Yeah.
like
Yes.
paint themselves and stuff, and then
Right,
there's
right.
probably someone dressed like Drax right next to
Yeah.
them
Right
on
next
the
to 'em.
bus, right?
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fire.
Dragon Con.
Well,
I've been to
depends.
Dragon Con.
I've been to Dragon Con.
You been?
Yeah.
Did you like
You
it?
ain't never been to Dragon Con?
I haven't been to
I did
Dragon Con.
what?
Did you like it? Was it fire?
I loved it. It was an
Yeah.
experience that I mean, I've been to Comic Con, but Drag Con is like the one to be. I can't see her. Your big knock is in the head. Thank you.
Thank you.
But
You're like, I cannot connect in this conversation. Yeah.
but no, Drag Con was amazing. Like
Ah.
everybody just being themselves and being free and just like I wish I could do that, but I'm that nigga in the stands. Like, no, I ain't gonna do it. But I just enjoy watching other people express themselves and enjoying their favorite character and stuff. So
I love that.
yeah,
So you want to dress up?
I would love to dress up.
Look,
So
the
what about
closest-
you?
the
You can
closest
start out
I'm
light.
doing-
Huh?
The closest I'm doing is putting a shirt.
No, I know.
But there
I
are
would definitely
levels.
go- I would
There
definitely
are
go all
levels
out.
of cosplay that you can do that, like, when you're in the street, people wouldn't know that they're cosplay, right? Like, I did Monica Rambeau this past Comic-Con, and, like, I was on the train, and no one knew I was Monica Rambeau. But then when I got on site, everybody's like, yo, because I did the WandaVision one, which was, like, a blue top and some pants. So you could be, like, you have locks, you could be Static Shock. That's jeans and a
I'm
blue
Vegeta
shirt.
straight up. I'm
Vegeta.
going Vegeta. I'm going straight Vegeta.
I fuck with that rhetoric
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm going
I'm a
straight
big
Vegeta.
Vegeta fan.
Look at his face.
yeah.
Why you have the face though?
So you're going blue spandex or pink shirt, yellow pants?
He's going
Vegeta?
blue jeans.
No,
yellow
I'll
shirt.
go. Hey, since it's Dragon Con, and I will not be made fun of.
Yeah.
I'm going spandex. I'll go all
You
out.
go full on
Okay.
spandex,
I would, yeah.
saying armor.
No, I'm going Majin. I'm putting the M.
Oh,
everything. I'm going
Majin.
yeah.
Yo, so that for those of you who don't know, Majin Vegeta has on a blue leotard,
Yup.
boots, nothing
and
else.
white gloves.
White gloves. No, no armor, nothing
No.
to cover your beef. Just full on blue
Full
latex.
on.
I love it.
Mm.
I
Why
support it 100%.
Why not?
Why
Yeah.
not?
And y'all better
It's Dragon
support it.
Con.
I better not
Do
hear
it.
nothing.
I'ma put
I'll
a
do it if you
Dragon
show up
Ball
as
Z
the
shirt.
thing.
I'm not doing the thing, so we
As
guess
a-
we're
as
not
a
doing it.
thing?
You could have picked
Oh,
anybody.
he-
I'm
He
not
could be
doing-
Krillin.
No.
You could be my Krillin.
Oh,
I
he
wish
could
I
draw
was
just a
Krillin.
little dot.
Yes, you get
No.
it.
If you're doing Majin Vegeta, you could be the chocolate.
No. Huh?
That's even better.
Yeah, that's even better. So you can wear the same
Cool.
fit in brown.
Come as Mr. Popo. We good.
Oh,
I'm not too light skinned.
Okay.
It don't matter. Blackface.
Blackface, you trying to get him?
Why'd you go
It's
there?
Mr. Popo.
But why'd you go there?
But
We all know how we feel about Popo.
he's a jigaboo. You tell
Okay
him to
then.
come in as a jigaboo. As
Okay.
okay,
Tell me to be.
chocolate.
Okay,
You
so
see
this
how
is
you
why I
can't
love
with me?
I can't be anybody else.
Frankie, this is why I love your YouTube page. Because I scrolled all the way down, and you have a very uniqueness of taking anime or any pop culture thing and use it for like real events. Like one of yours was Hermione is black.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
why
yeah.
did I fully agree with you on that?
It's it's the way that I see the world, and sometimes it ruins me, right? Like I'll be watching a children's show and I'll watch a scenario. I'll be like, so that means they did this, and this to do this. You know what I mean? With the Hermione is black thing, Harry Potter came out when I was 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 9 or 8, but either way, before I turned of age to like get a Hogwarts letter. So when I read the first book, I read her and I thought she looked like me. I didn't know she was white until the movies came out.
Oh.
So when she came out, she read it. That sounded like me. I had buck teeth, I had big bushy hair. I was a know-it-all. So like that's how I read it. And even the way that they interacted with her felt very black to me. Like that's why the Slytherins were calling her ugly. Like white people say black girls are ugly even when we bad, right? Like they think our hair, like they're just turned off by the idea of us. And also when she put the curl butter in her hair in the fourth book, I knew for sure she was black, right? I was like, all she did was a roller set.
Yeah.
then it
And
was
when
like-
you related to being called a mudblood, like she
Right.
took offense to that.
and she knew, she didn't
Yeah.
even know, in the book she didn't know what it was, but she knew. She was like, I know when people were calling me a nigga. You know, that's basically what she was saying.
Right.
And, you know, he said it like a slur, which it was.
Mm-hmm.
And she reacted so viscerally to it because she's like, that's how she's been raised, right? You call me out my name, I'm finna wash you.
Right.
And he learned that day. I was happy for Draco.
So I really like how you mix those two together. So I really am glad that you're a reviewer. Yeah. Because I watch a lot of reviewers and, you know, they're just the same reviewer over and over. They don't have any unique thoughts. So I think you're perfect to be part of that game.
Thank you. You know, and I realized too, though, like I'll break down a character that makes sense in a way, and then I'll find out later the author just fucking wrote a certain way. Like sometimes they're not as complex as we think, especially in like comics. It's the Mephisto thing, right? Everybody was breaking down WandaVision to things that like the creator didn't even know existed. You know what I mean? She just was doing things and it was by chance. But yeah, J.K. Rowling is definitely one of those where I found out later there's a lot of like symbolism and stuff that she didn't even know she was doing. It's insane.
She was just doing it.
She was just doing it. It's just whack. But you know, the books are still fire. I read it all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready from a hard press that I'm about to get from Ben over here. I feel a hard press coming. He is coming.
Ben.
Well, call me Ben. Shut up. Staying with YouTube, okay?
I thought you were going to pull out notes. You're like, so you said this.
No, it was just one. So I just need you to backtrack something you said about the best Marvel character. Hopefully. You meant it's James Howlett, okay?
You said what?
James Howlett. You said that he's the easiest one to get to subdue.
James Howlett?
Howlett, Wolverine.
That he's the easiest.
You said these are your words.
I
easiest
said that
out of the X-Men,
they hype him out. Yeah, I still agree.
He is the best there is at what he does.
Right? That don't mean that he's the best. He's the best at what he does, but easily most of the X-Men are folding him.
No,
Jean Grey folding him.
Ooh. That's an Omega.
That's an Omega. Half of the original X-Men are Omega 11 mutants, right?
So you have
Storm cleaning him.
Okay.
Right?
People that can fly around.
Yo, Jubilee will clean him up.
What?
If he's a short range fighter. Anyone with anything long range, he's getting washed up. Okay. Kitty Pryde could wash him up. Now, could they kill him? Could they kill him? Obviously, no. But can they wash? And Wolverine gets washed up.
Okay, so
in a lot. He's a good player. He's good at what he does, but like the way that they put the whole team on his back is dumb.
Because he carries the whole team.
Nah. And whoa. Let's not act like the X-Men ain't a gang that don't be jumping. Nobody carried a team. Everybody jumped in the X-Men.
Hey, we need something happening. He go by himself and get it done.
Nah.
Nobody can control him.
But if he goes, when they send him out on his own, right? It's because it's very low risk, right? If we send out mortals, hear me out. If you send out mortals, right? What's the worst what's gonna happen? Any one of them could die by surprise, right? By anything. Okay. You send a Wolverine, he's not gonna die. He at least gonna come back with retcon, right? You're like, yo, this happened, da. So like as a team, it just makes sense to send Wolverine out to do something. And if it's too trill, he comes back, the whole team go with him. And he 5'2", y'all.
He's short.
He's short. Yo, Hugh Jackman got people hyped, and I had to bring him down. Short. I had to bring him down real quick.
Beating Sentinels by himself, right? That's long range. It doesn't matter. Enemy of the State is art. All of Marvel was scared of him. All of Marvel is scared. They said Wolverine out here killing us. What we gonna do? We all got to team up together.
You know what it is too. Wolverine, which makes sense, right?
Yeah.
He is 100, 200 years old, right? Mm-hmm. So it makes sense that for a long time he would have more tactical skills because just in general he lives, right?
Experience.
You can send me the best kid from Tiger Schulman's. I'm still watching that nigga. Like, it don't matter. Like, I don't know. If he's 12, he coming in, he gonna get these hands. So like for Wolverine, that's who everyone is. Everyone is
so he can beat everybody.
Baby. No, so he has tactical skills
that could
come in. But there's brute strength and talent that can by far, like I said, can beat him. Now kill him obviously is something else, but to beat him, there's a lot.
It's only Iceman, heavy hitter. You talking about the elite of the elite?
But every time I name it somebody, he's talking about the elite of the elite. It's his team.
There's Cyclops. He beat many times. point blank range.
Cyclops pussy.
I agree.
That's
You said some
easy.
Jubilee. Jubilee gonna die. Kitty Pryde was trained by him. He could beat her. He already know her tactics. Done. Colossus can't do shit.
Colossus?
Can't. He beat Colossus. He beat Thing.
But this is the thing too. Like
He going toe to toe.
That
with
was
the
the
Hulk.
point of my video. Is that the writers?
Come on,
writers
man.
love him. It doesn't make sense when you scale him and everything for him to go toe to toe with the Hulk.
Yeah, for a little while. He didn't win.
No,
he get ripped in half. He get everything.
but immediately the Hulk should smash him.
Okay, so that's all
immediately. Express train done.
Okay, that's all comics then.
Yeah, but this is my thing. The point there, which is way deeper, right, is that Wolverine is the personification of masculinity, and that's why they put him on this pedestal stool, right? Okay. Even because someone like Jean Grey, who gets immense power or something like that,
when she gets
they would never make her. Yeah, they tie it to her emotion. They tie it to this. They never make them OP and like cool and shit like they do with Wolverine. And that was my point of the video.
No, but Jean Grey is what?
No.
Storm, when she get with Dark Phoenix, they hit her with the.
They love her.
No. People love Jean Grey as a character because she's full of power. But if you really look at Jean Grey's character, she's never in control of it. She's always a victim. The Hellfire Club and there's so many. Yeah. Plot lines that I'm like, they never do this shit to Wolverine. They never do it to Charles Xavier. They never do it to Magneto. The same thing
because he's the man.
Because he is the.
He's the man, but that's what I'm saying.
Because he's the personification of male masculinity. You're not listening to her.
He's the man on that show. Yes.
This is why we need her.
Not listening. That's the point. But he's meant to, the way that you feel about him, that's how he's written. Like, you know, like boom, bow. Like that's Wolverine.
I'm not a caveman.
I don't know that. You might want to go too far on that one now. I think that was a little bit too far.
You be growling. They write that in bubbles
on purpose. Yeah, they gonna love this. Eat it up.
They gonna eat
Neanderthals who love Wolverine. Is what I just heard.
He be eating beans. That's your king. He be eating beans out the can. I didn't want to have to bring that out.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite character?
Period.
Marvel, X-Men specifically.
Oh, X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You went X-Men or just
X-Men?
I guess I would go Emma. She's not an X-Men.
No, she's not.
But like you say for the X-Men comic or yeah. I like her. I like Kitty Pryde for a minute too.
Okay.
Yeah, those are it. I mean, of course I love Storm, but like I think for a while I wasn't like not into Storm, but like
just because she's black?
She was black, and it was just like, I gotta love Storm because she's black. She's a very well written character, and I love how they've been giving her like more and more Black Force energy as the comics evolve.
Yeah,
like she's an incredible character, obviously.
But your favorite is the complete opposite.
Is the very whitest of white women. Yeah, you know what I love? She knows she a white woman.
Yeah.
Like my qualms with white women be like they be acting like they the victim. Emma, no, she not no victim.
That's correct.
Jean Grey was barely cold, and she's like, "Let me go ahead and take this man. I've been looking. You don't appreciate him at all. Let me go ahead and cop this show." And like just not just that, but like I think for a long time, I connected with my femininity. I don't want to say more than my blackness, but I felt like it affected me more, right? Me being a woman was even more of an obstacle to me. Not more of an obstacle, but like even within the black community, I'm receiving oppression by being a woman. So like to see Emma take that and be like, I'm starting an all girls team. Fuck y'all. Like I felt like every other arc, she's like, fuck y'all, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And I really like that about her.
So it's more personality in action.
And she was the first hot girl. She was wearing sexy shit, and it felt like her choice. Yeah. Right? Like it wasn't like
was it?
I think so. Like she's a hot girl. She was like, this shit look good on me. I'm finna throw this bathing suit. Yeah, I'm finna throw this bathing suit on. Not like Jean Grey, who they like. She gets possessed, and now she got a new fit, liquid latex.
Other
you
than
know
that,
what
she
I mean?
got these mom pants on.
Yeah,
she's going to Target.
Yeah, Emma's like, yo, this shit fire. I'm finna throw this on all white, yo, fur coat
with the bird. You know,
you know what I'm saying? And yeah, even when she turned Rogue and them into the ops.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
See.
go ahead and do that. Go ahead.
Damn, Emma. I was hoping you pick somebody else I could talk shit about. I like it. Wait, damn. Emma.
So, we just recently finished Moon Knight, and
it was butt, right?
You
hated it.
I didn't hate it, but it was just below average. It was like
agreed, and and Moon Knight is so good, right? Moon Knight the comic is so good.
No, yeah, the characters though.
Yes,
yeah. Damn,
I think
y'all sound so sad.
I just, you know, with me, it was just, and I'm not speaking for them, but just for me, the hype behind it, all the visuals we was getting, the cut scenes we was getting, even that very first episode when he came out, put the whole outfit on and beat Buddy in the bathroom, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be good. And then it was just after that, it was just like,
what's going on here?
Yeah, it was just, okay. I'm just waiting for it to get together, and then I'm like, oh, all right, I was expecting almost Punisher vibes. The live action Punisher vibes, but toned down to Disney version. That's what I was.
That's what you're saying. That's what you were looking forward to.
That was what I was looking forward to, and then I was like,
you know, watching Multiverse of Madness even got me more upset because now that I saw what the threshold was of violence, and knowing that we didn't get any of that violence in Moon Knight, I was like, y'all bugging. But I thought Oscar did well. And all the other actors.
Yeah.
No, Oscar did amazing.
He did. He
don't
did.
say amazing.
No,
visually,
he did.
Visually, it was
sure.
great.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I think the graphics and everything. Was,
yeah, the transition between him changing from Steven to Mark and just the whole.
Yeah.
Like I know it's visual also, but yeah, I wasn't expecting that's how he was going to change it to different personalities.
Yeah. I actually did like what they did with Mr. Knight and made him like super goofy and like a golden
That was
retriever.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was cute. I was like, that's fine.
Cute.
I would have loved to meet Jake beyond that 2 seconds of him saying like
Correct.
"Hola."
Yeah.
At the end, I love to. I was like, I don't get it, especially in the last episode, the last big fight they skipped.
Yeah.
He just woke up, everybody's fucked up. I was like, what?
especially when this is going to be a one and done.
No, there's a season.
There has to be. I mean, it's too
they
big.
said this was going to be a one and done.
I think they announced the season. They always say that.
Yeah, they say that.
Let me Google
the way
that.
they ended it.
The way, because I mean all the stuff that they took out. They
I'm
took
not
out Gore the
mad if
Butcher.
it's a one and done. It should be a one and done.
I don't need another.
But if they do, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because it's gonna be more of the same.
And then all the stuff that I heard that
Like
they
that.
took out.
Yeah,
It was just like
all the Disney shows have been suffering from that, right? Between
Yeah.
COVID and the schedule being off, all of them are missing pieces, and it all suffered. Even Loki, I felt like Loki had the potential to be incredible, but they were bullshitting for like 4 episodes. And just when it got hot, it ended.
it was that emotional connection between the two Lokis I did not need.
Well, it made no sense.
It made no sense. So I'm like,
It's yourself. I guess it's finding yourself, right?
Yeah, so you gotta be in touch. You gotta love yourself. If you don't love you, who gonna love you?
nigga, I'm not kissing myself.
Go kiss his head.
Maybe you should try it. see how you like it.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
So if you had, I know you had did it already.
Oh yeah, they have a season 2, by the way. It was bothering me.
Oh, so
It
they
is
confirmed
coming.
the
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Thank
trash.
Hopefully they'll do better.
This one wasn't great.
No, it wasn't great.
There's
was not great.
potential, right?
There was
Potential
potential,
don't
but
help.
it was just.
So if this is what you did, you said we're gonna give you another season of this. Take it away.
It
I don't
could
need it.
be like
What's the purpose of you? Get rid of it.
Let's just say they know what they can do now.
yeah.
Nothing.
You know, and I
They
think
always
I
do.
think
They
what it
never showed me no
propelled it
violence.
is they was in Egypt and I ain't see Kang once.
And they took him out. They said he was supposed to come up here.
Who Kang the Conqueror? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gone. He wasn't in there. I was like, why you in Egypt?
It's gonna be trash.
A mess.
It's it's going down more and more.
So
Mess.
with
Every
with
single
the,
sentence.
with all the Disney Plus shows that we have right now for Marvel for the MCU, yeah, I know you did your ranking. Could you just go over your rankings on how you felt about them?
Bottom, Moon Knight. Moon Knight, obviously, bottom.
Mhm.
What did I put after that? I feel like it was WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
Which I enjoyed. Honestly, too, I may move that up. I'm going to put What If there because after watching Multiverse of Madness, I rewatched WandaVision. And watching WandaVision, spoilers, but like if you...
You should have been.
It's
It's too late. Yeah, it's been a month.
Watch our
After
review.
watching WandaVision, after watching Multiverse of Madness, watching WandaVision as a villain origin story is so much more fire. Because we were watching her as a victim, and a lot of it didn't make sense. But like, if you watch it as a villain, it's so much more entertainment. So I'm gonna put What If there, and then put WandaVision next. And then I'm gonna say Loki. There were some really highs of Loki's. Like the first 2 episodes are fire, and I think the last 2 episodes are fire. But then like in the middle, okay, kind of mid. After that, Hawkeye. Yeah, Hawkeye would be next. Very entertainment. I loved it. It was like Die Hard.
Pause. Do you think Hawkeye was like one long movie? I felt Hawkeye was just one long movie, but it was an entertaining movie. Like every episode, there was no episode that I was bored in, right? And then at number 1, I put Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which people were shocked. But like, same thing. I thought it was the most consistent all the way. I had no hopes for the show. So when I saw it, I was like, this shit fire. Like, this is way better than I thought it'd be. And overall, even the things I didn't like, I enjoyed. I understood and enjoyed. The only thing I didn't like was that PBS special that he did as like, you guys, racism is wrong, like at the end. Right. But like, that's very much to me the Sam Wilson character. He seems like that black guy who wears Oakleys and like has a American flag on his, not that he's racist, but like he's a veteran and he's like very American. Right. And like I could see that. So like, even watching like an older, almost bitter black man, right, who's like pushing that rhetoric of like, you have no self-respect for trying to pursue this, I felt a connection there, because I see a lot of older people, even like what I do, right, what we enjoy, they're like, oh, you like this stuff written by racist people who don't include you, you're not for us, you don't have respect for yourself. But it's like on Sam's side, he's like, I fuck with it. and they're never gonna respect us if we never break into it. So yeah, I enjoy it. Start to finish, I thought it was good, yo. Except for Power Broker, that shit was stupid. Yeah. But that Marvel don't know what to do with women ever. Well, you got She-Hulk coming up.
It'll be trash.
Good God.
No,
it's either gonna be trash or incredible.
I'm rocking. I think it's gonna be incredible.
And if they do it, I'm hoping it reads like Deadpool. Because she was like Deadpool before Deadpool hit up, right? She was the one breaking the fourth wall. Right. She's nasty. Yeah. She was talking that hot girl shit. And like, honestly, like I'm a big woman. So it's great to see another like very strong, tall woman in touch with her sexuality, be, shown to be sexy. And to like really, She-Hulk be in some things, she be in Age of Ultron. It was just her and Luke Cage doing the damn thing, and I really fuck with that. So like, yeah. Damn.
No, I think that sounded good. It sounded good.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be amazing. I think it's gonna be really good.
So I did get the screeners for Miss Marvel.
Okay, so how was that?
Actually, I really enjoyed it. It has that kind of like Scott Pilgrim vibes, where it's like she is, if you guys are not familiar with the comics, she's very into fan fiction with the Avengers and stuff, so they weave that into her story. When she's talking, everything's romanticized by like drawings around people and stuff, and it's very visually appealing and it keeps you interested. They do change her origin and where she gets her power from, and if I hadn't read the comic book, I would enjoy it. But because I have, it felt like a disservice. But to me, the story was so good that I was like, damn, independently, it's pretty good. Also, the actress, I was like, this is a very fair actress. But interacting with white people, I realized a lot of them can't tell color the way that we can, if that makes sense.
What do you call them?
The deficients?
The deficients?
They're melanin deficient.
Yes, exactly. Right. But so they don't know. They don't be know. Like, so to them, I think this actress is as dark as the comic book. Oh. And let me tell you why. I was hanging with some of my white friends, and I had mentioned that I didn't know Keanu Reeves was Asian until recently, right? Like half Asian. And they were all shocked. They were like, what? Because to them, Keanu Reeves looks like Simu Liu to them. You get what I'm saying? They was all like, Frankie, you don't know he was Asian? I was like, I just thought he had black hair. Like, Speed? You talk about that? Keanu Reeves? You knew from that. He was Asian. And they was like, yeah, we thought he was like at least Filipino. And I was like, we don't see the world the same.
Look at him.
But you see
young
you
Keanu, you can kind of...
No. Maybe now.
I thought he was a white
John
guy.
Wick,
I thought
yes.
he was white.
John Wick, Keanu,
White.
I think looks more Asian. Right.
The older he gets, not I can be like, oh, he don't look the same. He looked like he had more weight to him, but he didn't look like a normal white guy in Knock Knock. But I thought he was a white guy.
He looked a little like he got some flavor. But what I'm saying is, it's one thing to be like, yeah, I can see that, but they were shocked. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, that's why they switched Terrence Howard with Don Cheadle. To them, they looked exactly the same. They couldn't tell. So putting the colorism aside, that actress, incredible. She's charming. She reminds me, she has that charisma. If you guys seen Everywhere, Everything, All at Once, the girl who plays the daughter, she has that type of charisma of like fiery, spicy, defiant. It's really good. Yeah. I only seen 2 episodes, but the 2 episodes I was really into.
Okay. That's my only gripe. The whole, I understand the MCU and Disney's trying to not stick to the comic books, but I'm like, you changing her powers? How she's getting them?
Yeah.
But from the still pictures that I've seen, it's not that big of a deal from what I've seen.
It's starkly different.
It is.
It's not bad. Like, it doesn't look bad, but it is starkly different. And I think part of it is because them taking away Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as canon removes Inhumans. So that's her origin. She's an Inhuman. Yeah. They can't make her an Inhuman if in this universe Inhumans haven't been introduced.
But since we had Doctor Strange, they bring it back.
It's too late.
Is it?
Yeah.
But it's with Doctor Strange, you meant one Inhuman? Oh, I mean Black Bolt. But I mean, I'm sorry. But he wasn't from that universe. 616, you meant?
I know, but they saying, yeah. But I'm saying if it's there, doesn't mean they just haven't been discovered yet in 616.
Or it's just there.
I thought everybody was everywhere. And each one they were saying.
Well, that's the thing, right?
And you might just have a different kind of like origin to be an Inhuman, but it's still supposed to be, everybody's supposed to be represented.
So theoretically, right, there is a universe where they decided not to decree, we're like, fuck Earth, we're not sending people there, right? Earth is whack. Yeah. So 616 potentially, and I'm sure it's not going to be, they're like, we're not going to send, No, they were Krees. I was like, damn, was there Inhumans in Guardians of the Galaxy? They were
I'm saying if they're going to bring them in that kind of way. Like, I feel like they give them a lot of leeway to be able to bring in whoever they want to bring in.
Not really. There's no way Charles Xavier exists in this world and watch all that shit. He's wild noisy.
Yeah.
Unless it's Krakoa. But there's no real Charles Xavier.
They're going to put him in somewhere else.
Yeah.
They were locked away because it is. Just like Spider-Man, now we don't know. We knew it was Spider-Man, we don't know it was Peter Parker. Sentry in the comic, everybody's mind was erased. Did Xavier, for some reason, erased everybody's mind of all mutants for whatever reason?
With Cerebro? But that's not Xavier. That's what I'm talking about.
It was a different version of Xavier.
All versions of Xavier is nosy as hell. So all of them, Thanos pulls up, he's not coming with the X-Men. The X-Men love jumping people. Every time someone coming to Earth, they pulling up.
You ain't lying.
Yo,
they get an alarm going on. Beep, beep.
Yo, they be like, yo, to me, my X-Men, we out. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Because we together. We're a team.
Yeah.
You supposed to.
Because they black. Because they announce a black people.
Doing nothing, no. Still be getting their butt whooped.
No. Who are they going against?
No, they be drop kicking people. They went in space and was washing people with Secret Wars. They didn't even know where they were. They was like,
they don't care who it is.
They're fighting. Come on, y'all.
They're the best.
I agree. I think they're one of the best teams in Marvel. I know I said you guys are Marvel head. You guys know I'm a DC head.
DC, I don't like DC. I don't like DC.
DC raised you. I already know. If you older than 25,
DC is trash.
DC raised you.
DC is trash.
DC raised you. They were the first one to work with Milestone to bring in a full. They heard us and said we need more blacks written by blacks, and they brought in McDuffie. What Marvel do for you? Miles, DC. When I was. Recently, 15 years ago,
Luke.
Mars?
Yeah, Luke.
He's black teammate. They did that because Pam Grier was fine as hell. And they said, here goes.
He's there.
The blacks are buying some shit. Let me do this.
So you think DC doing the same thing?
Yeah.
You don't think that's why they did it? Come on now.
No, but they did more. They did more. They paid
want these niggas
Marvel
to buy some
paid
comics.
A white man to write a black man.
Okay.
Right? DC said, these black men wrote a bunch of characters. Let's bring them in.
To get the
But what I'm saying is they did it better, right? They did it.
They did their racism better.
They did the racism better. If you're gonna be racist, let us be the tokens.
Right.
Okay.
Don't pay Billy to write someone saying "Sweet fucking Christmas." I don't want to hear it.
Hate that line.
I know you hate Sweet Christmas. There is a comic book though where Luke Cage is carrying around his white daughter, and he can't curse, so he's like using other words the whole comic. It's cute. So I gotta find out which one that is.
But DC is horrible. DC is full.
The comic books?
Yeah. DC
Do not play with me. Okay,
DC,
I'm not mature enough for this
I
conversation.
like Batman Family, right?
Family.
I like.
Which now you're talking about a whole section. They're wild people in the Bat Family.
But DC as a whole, including them, technically, they're garbage. Everybody's a god.
Dr. Fate?
Everybody's a god.
Okay. Everybody's not a god in the X-Men are all Omega they're gods.
And they still lose.
The Celestials, they're not gods?
Still lose.
Oh my God.
You get anybody to beat anybody in Marvel and they give you a real story. DC, hey, guess what? We want Batman to beat anybody that he can't fuck with.
What are you talking about? That's what people put on Batman. Batman in the and
that's
my biggest thing about Batman.
Human with money
is just like Wolverine. Men project themselves on Batman and misinterpret his character. Batman stay losing, and that's why the Joker in them be talking shit. They be like, Batman, you ain't shit. You gotta kill us. And Batman's like, I'm not the GC. I'm not the ops. I'm not finna do that.
I'm not.
And when we look at Batman through the lens of like Christopher Nolan and stuff like that, he's a loner who's obsessed with revenge. But if you look at Batman in the comic books, there are a lot of excellent comic books where he is a citizen who's like, this place is so fucking corrupt and I need to fix this. And that's what he does. But you said you like the Bat Family, but even Superman, y'all, people hate Superman. Yo, Superman recently been heat. What are you talking about? Yo, Jonathan Kent, you watching Jonathan Kent Super Sons?
No.
That's why you don't.
I'm not going to. No.
You got a Spider-Man shirt on. Ain't nobody here for me.
No. I like DC.
I do.
You like DC?
I like DC.
Okay.
But I do have gripes about DC.
Green Lantern Corps?
No.
Green Lantern Corps? No.
So people are like Flash.
Okay. One of the best rogue galleries in comic book history.
Okay. And he still get his ass whooped by anybody and they never use him how he's supposed to.
Oh my God, the Flash.
That's what. But then all of a sudden he's a god now. Once again,
he's not a god. He has access to the Speed Force, which is god-like, and that's why, like, you know, in the boys,
get the god armor. Huh? What was the comic? What had just happened? Didn't they all get the little god powers? Literally, god
but that's
powers,
what I'm saying. But Marvel don't do the same shit.
No,
Marvel. First of all, half of Marvel's characters are based on DC characters.
Half of DC characters are based on Marvel characters. They go what? They go back
and forth. We older.
They go back and forth.
Yo. So first of all, respect us.
Nah,
respect us.
They go back and forth.
And let me tell you, I cannot wait. Yo, DC, I've been putting in heavy. Okay, and if God willing puts me in a position, first of all, God help nerds if they put me in a position, because I ultimately want to be the Kevin Feige of DC. Right? I know they won't let my black ass do it right now. They're not ready, but soon.
Didn't they just get a new president?
They looking for a new president. Yeah, right? I'm of age. I'm 32. So I was like, yo, what's up? But they like, the fuck? Get your black ass out of here. Kevin Feige gonna put a black woman in it? That's wild. Who you talking shit? But, Pete, I'm going to give y'all my DCEU, okay? It's going to be incredible. So I was going through my DCEU, which what my universe would look at, right? We starting off Martian Manhunter movie. Thriller, a little bit of horror.
Okay.
Sprinkled in there, very dark.
I can see that.
Starting off.
During off, it's a universe.
Right.
So that's the first movie, Martian Manhunter, during the civil rights, coming in. It ends 30 years later, with him being in like whatever that Argus and finding Superman had landed.
Okay.
Boom, right? Superman movie comes, but it's way later. He's already Superman. That's when the good shit happens. He's been Superman.
Thank goodness.
Right. A Batman movie comes, but also deep into his career, he's been through 3 Robins. And that's something I think a lot of the latest Batmans have been missing, is that Batman loves to have people with him.
Right.
And that's what I mean. Like, he is a beacon who wants to find people to bring into his fold. And that's something else that gets lost, right? Next up, Zatanna.
Okay.
Zatanna, yeah. Let's
Okay.
put some magic in here. Y'all fuck with Doctor Strange,
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
Dr. Fate is up in there next, right? Nubia comes in.
Okay.
Nubia comes in. Yeah. I thought Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman can come in a different movie. She could be in the Superman movie established because it's years and whatever.
Right.
We could throw Wonder in there.
combo.
Nubia come in.
Okay.
Take over Themyscira. We watching a Themyscira movie, okay? And then Justice League. Right? Okay. And then we get into the Titans and start doing the Titans.
Okay.
But I think do you watch Young Justice?
Yes.
Yep.
It's very, very different from that in
did.
comics.
Are you keeping up with it now?
No.
Yo, this season's heat. Yo, Zod and them is fucking shit up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yo.
It's so good.
The way
It's
they
so
felt
good.
about when they thought about Superboy when he died.
Okay.
You're bugging. This season.
We'll see.
Fuego. Way better than Moon Knight.
Okay. This is not hard to do.
Way better than, honestly, Young Justice is way better than most of the Marvel shows, and it's animated. Harley Quinn is better than every
DC
Marvel
does
show
a
out
great
there.
DC does animated.
They're very
amazing.
It doesn't matter. It's writing, it's directing, it's drawing. It's just as much to do both.
But the movies the DC has are not.
Give it. Well, tell
I mean,
them to
you got the same
me.
writers. They can get the same writers.
No,
they wanted
clearly
to.
different
They could.
writers.
I said they
but
could.
no,
got
they
access.
couldn't. If you are a movie writer
Yeah.
and they like write this animated show, you're gonna be like, "Fuck no, I'm not doing that. That's not my
Right.
type of writing." So you can't.
Right.
It's just that maybe the talent, people don't believe in the vision like that, right? Maybe there's just too much coming in from Warner Brothers. We don't know. But what I do know with Blue Beetle coming up, Black Adam coming up, everybody gonna be like, Frankie, tell me about DC. I'm like, yes, but I'm gonna be tight. I'm gonna talk shit.
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna be not gracious about
Do you think
it.
Black Adam? The Rock.
Let me stop you real quick though. I am a huge Rock fan. I was
I like The
president
Rock.
of his fan club in 2002.
Okay, so you should know that he's not that good.
When I
of
had
an
to kick my
actor.
mom off the internet, off the phone, so I could be on the internet. That's when
Oh.
see him in Virgin Mobile for his autobiography
Jesus.
and his album.
So you know he's not that good of an actor, right?
I'm.
Just
Huh?
no, look, The Rock.
You saw the rundown.
The Rock's not that
The
good.
rundown. Did you see the
I
rundown? Did you enjoy it?
I did.
Okay.
Okay. Once again, just because you can enjoy something doesn't mean somebody
You see
can't be
Pain
bad.
Again?
He's not good.
It Pain Again? Oh, I was stitching.
Good. That's because, but you biased. Clearly,
you
just said you. I'm depressed. I was the president. You biased. Doesn't look at his acting ability. So for Black Adam, right? We saw Shazam.
right. You thought Zachary?
No. So just wait. I'm not gonna try to compare the two. If it's that same kind of vein, but a darker version of it, so it's supposed to be, he's supposed to be a little comical. He's gonna be something like he could just be a dark version of Shazam. Are they gonna play it that way?
Vibe?
I didn't get that vibe either.
I seen him in Scorpion King.
That's
a long time ago.
How long ago was that?
Think about certain things of what
he- How long ago was that?
Who was he playing? Who was he playing as? Right?
How long ago was that?
Now, when has he been a villain since?
Oh, are you afraid that he can't play a villain?
He can't.
He was kind of a
He
villain
plays the
in
same
Fast
character
5.
in every movie.
He is.
He
He
plays
can't
Fast
play.
5, he was like kind of a villain.
And that
But he plays
Don't
the same
you-
character in every
he
movie.
was
Don't
a
you dare talk
terrible
about the
villain
Fast
in Doom.
movies.
Fast movies are trash.
Whoa.
1 and 2 are the best ones. They should have stopped.
a terrible villain in Doom.
5 through 7
In Doom?
is fuego.
I
It's
didn't see Doom.
some of the best science fiction I've ever seen.
You saw him in
fiction.
Doom? You saw him in Doom, right?
Doom?
Yeah.
Doom, DUNE, and
Yeah,
HBO.
Doom, The Rock and Doom.
Doom?
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
I don't remember that one.
You shouldn't.
What is it about?
I know.
Like video game.
Dune?
Doom.
Doom. DOO. What do you say?
The Rock was in it?
Yeah,
That's-
The
I
Rock
heard
was
Oh,
in
I
it.
ain't seen
Yeah,
it.
Doom.
I ain't
Yeah,
seen
he ended up being the main villain at the end.
Yeah,
Because
Doom.
he got bit.
The video game adaptation.
Yeah,
Black.
killing the little.
Oh,
aliens.
this one is worse.
One is his one at the beginning.
Maybe that's
He has a
all
lot
right.
of bad.
This
movies.
Skinny Rock.
He has a lot of bad.
Skinny Rock.
This
Yeah, he
Skinny
still had
Rock.
hair.
He still had hair. He's skinny rock.
Maybe I.
He was still wrestling.
He was
back
good
and
in
forth.
Be Cool. Get Shorty.
Once again, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can't be mean.
This is the thing.
He's not
This
intimidating.
This is the thing. Black Adam is not bad. He's not like
He's an anti-hero.
mean. He's
Anti-hero? As they call him now?
passionate. Yeah, like he has he has a clear cut
So
direction. I think he's gonna be great.
He's not.
If he's good, so you.
I'm gonna watch it and we're gonna see. But
if
I
he's
don't.
good. I want a 1 minute reel.
Okay.
Of you talking about how good?
How
it
bad
was.
it is.
Either way. Either way. Nah. You don't gotta do the other way because this is your 1 minute reel.
If
now.
you're not,
you can do the other way.
Okay, so here we go. If it's not good, right? You can do yours. How bad it was. Can we go that way?
Okay, so what you saying is you want me to talk about how I didn't enjoy the movie?
No, how bad it was. And
how bad it was, or how bad The Rock's acting.
Okay. There we go. Can you do it?
Yeah, I trusted him. I trusted my man. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Get it
together.
You said get it together. You gotta wax. Yeah. I just pictured the DM like Frankie, pay what you owe, yo. It's been out 2 days. Go ahead. I ain't here. And y'all gonna know too. I'm gonna be silent for when it come out. If it's bad, I'm gonna be quiet, yo.
You know she's gonna see it before us. So
yeah, quiet. Right? They be like, Frankie ain't posting a week.
Yeah.
Done.
Give me a picture. I can't wait. I'm here at the. Okay.
Yeah.
Give him a couple more hours. Is that time?
Yeah.
So
he said, I'm gonna let her sleep on it.
Yeah. I'll let her sleep on it. Yeah. What's up? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. All right. Hold you to
it. All right.
Anything else you looking forward to coming out?
I'm actually looking forward to Thor: Love and Thunder. Nah,
I think it's gonna be good.
I think it's gonna be funny.
So Thor is my favorite Marvel character.
Is he?
And I like Thor a lot. I feel like this Thor movie is going to mess up the momentum for the MCU because it's on an all high right now.
I think different.
I think it's going to mess it up. I think it's going to just slightly decrease a little bit because I love Gore. I know the main villain. I know what the all black sword is. I'm a big Noel fan, Venom fan, and I don't think they're going to do it right.
I feel that. I felt that way. I saw like a teaser of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I saw what they're doing with Adam Warlock, and I felt the same way. And I think I think they should have. This phase should be all fresh Avengers, and while I'm very excited to see characters that we know, because like the white boys and the men are losing it, that like this whole phase has been like totally new and like you're getting their footing. But I agree. I think that like Love and Thunder and Guardians of the Galaxy are gonna feel so different than everything we've been watching in the MCU, but I think it'll be entertaining.
It better be because I hold Thor to a high standard.
Interesting.
And Gore. I don't like the way my man looks at all. Hopefully he ends up changing.
Maybe they'll fix it.
They got to, like they did Sonic. I need the same thing.
You gotta bully them though, like they did Sonic. I heard they working their hardest on She-Hulk right now. We was watching it.
I was fine with She-Hulk. I mean,
you saw it?
Yeah. The trailer. I only see one trailer and I'm done.
Yeah,
I don't
didn't even see the trailer. I just saw flicks of it, and I was like,
yeah.
It's gonna be bad. Another bad Thor movie. You already know how I feel about them Thor movies.
And see, what my thing is with Phase 4, I think they're tweening with it because they're either phasing somebody out and they're trying to phase somebody in, but we're dealing with a whole lot of more than we was doing with the first 3 phases. Because
right.
You got the shows and you got the movies, right? And then so for me, we know Kane's the big bad. They're taking forever.
Yeah, I really thought he was going to show up in Multiverse of Madness.
Right. They didn't give an inkling.
Kang. Or Moon Knight. I thought that he was going to show up in both Moon Knight and Multiverse of Madness.
So we got to wait until either Thor or Black Panther for you to just show us anything.
Oh, is he going to be in Black Panther?
He better not be.
No, I think Ant-Man is the first one he's going to show up in, or Thor 2, or Loki 2.
I have no clue about Phase 4 at all.
But honestly, I don't think they know either. Yeah. I think the death of Chadwick Boseman and COVID fucking up their schedule really destroyed the plan they initially had for Phase 4.
I can give with you that.
Yeah, because even like WandaVision was supposed to be after Multiverse of Madness came out. So, and Multiverse of Madness also changed, right? Well, like the story they had for that, they switched the story for. So I think they're scrambling right now, and I think we could see it because what's missing from these movies, although Phase 1 was like this too, is none of them are connected.
But see, they was fresh and new. We didn't
know nothing. But there's so many people that you're right should show up. Like when I was watching Multiverse of Madness, right? I was like, as nosy as Kate Bishop is, y'all in her city with a one-eyed monster. She not pulling up with her. Immediately, they was downtown and they were in her neighborhood. I've seen that shit before, so I was like, Kate Bishop would have definitely rolled up and did something.
I think we're expecting too much now.
No,
but they set those expectations.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know. I want them to go back, peel back a little bit, because I feel like you lied to me on Multiverse of Madness. I've seen it 4 times. I feel like y'all lied. The title is misleading to me, and
they only visit one multiverse.
There's only one multiverse, and I'm like, where's
universe?
The madness?
They went through,
huh?
They went through.
She was the
went
multiverse.
Through, but I'm thinking like some big catastrophic multiverse crazy stuff.
It was hyped.
I did predict I predict what the story was going to be, right?
Yes.
Like I did a reel a week before about like Wanda's going to be the big bad.
Yeah.
People were reading me to filth.
But the other ones like you probably seen Awesome Emergency. Emergency Awesome. Did back and forth. He kind of already said, hey, it's toned down to what we thought. We thought it was going to be this big, Infinity War type thing. And then he brought us back down early like, it's not that. So when you said what you said, I was like, makes sense. Because it wasn't really showing nothing else in the
Who
previews.
else could it have been? Yes. And I was like, who they finna fight? We didn't see no villain in that movie. Yeah. We just saw, it wasn't just that, but same. When I saw the end of WandaVision, I was like, this girl a villain. Yeah. She kidnapped these people, trapped a woman in her mind, and dipped. Nobody's gonna check on them. And so I was just like, yeah, there's no way. If doing something that extreme and not being checked, you're only gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Because you was on point with the Iron Man thing. Said he knew it first.
He did. Yo, I realized, because I just started rewatching everything. Everything that we hate Tony for, he was right. He just executed it wrong because he didn't have the supplies or the knowledge he needed, right? The first time we hate him is, I think, what does he do? He was killing people.
Civil War?
Civil War is the first time we hated him? The Sokovia Accords. He was right. Oh, Ultron. Right? He makes Ultron. But he's right? He's having PTSD. He's like, look, I'm meeting new aliens every day. If any of y'all feel like y'all don't fuck with Earth, we have nothing but really me and Steve fucking Rogers to protect us. Like what? And two agents. What are we gonna do? So like he created this. Bruce Banner was on it. He was complicit.
Right.
Bruce Banner never snitched. They were in there for days making that. Bruce Banner never said anything, and it was only when it went wrong. They was like, Tony.
Right.
But if you saw Multiverse of Madness, they had Ultrons.
Correct.
They were the Ultrons were the ops. So he was right there, right? And then what happens a couple movies later, right? Thanos's clique pulls up and starts fucking up shit on Earth. If they had, and he says that, right? He's like, I said it. We need a shield around the world, and y'all called me crazy. The same thing in Civil War. They was blowing up Nigerians.
Yeah.
And nothing happened, right? They were blowing up Nigerians. He was like, yo, we wildin'. Maybe we should have a little check before we send a super soldier on a Black Ops mission. Maybe S.H.I.E.L.D. can do it without us, like stuff like that. Right. And we were all like, fuck you, Tony. And then he finds out his man's homeboy killed him, and they jump him. That's crazy.
They sure did.
They jumped. They say, "Yo, this your boy? I've been feeding you. I've been doing all this stuff, and your boy killed my parents." And they were like, "No." And then after that, it was just downhill, right? Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely would have been on Tony's side.
Oh yeah,
I was the whole time.
Yo, I really wanted Steve Rogers to kiss Bucky once.
Whoa.
Because, and let me tell you why, it would have made his motivations feel a lot stronger. Because I was like, you knew this homeboy when you were younger.
The whole time.
Yeah, but he didn't know this man for 90 years. And he was living his life for a while. And like, if I was Sam, I'd be like, yo, I'm your friend now. Like, you don't need this man. This man is long gone. Yeah. And like, even rewatching Winter Soldier, which is excellent. I forgot how good it was.
It's good.
you know, he's trying to kill him, and Sam is like, bro, you gonna have to kill this man. It's either you kill him or he kills him. And they're on the helicopter, like about to die, and he's still trying to save this man.
Which I don't get. That's weird to me. Like
that's what I'm saying. If they kissed, if they were in love, you would have got it a little bit more than it just being a
where could the moment happen though? Like there's
no. They were in love when they were on camp.
What?
He got a new body.
Oh, I'm gonna need you to stop.
He found his sexuality.
Because I don't think there was. I don't know.
But I will say that they have made Steve the type of character that imprints on people, because it's the same with Peggy. He ain't even getting no buns. He got like a little kiss, and 90 years later, he trying to kiss her corpse, basically. And then he leaves his timeline to go back to a time where they don't got AC to live out his life with this woman. That, or I was like, maybe he really didn't like black people. He was like, I need to go back to racism. This shit is whack. That's what I'm really thinking. He's like, they got me fighting with Africans.
Dance.
Yeah, he's like, yo, they got me out here fighting with Africans. I gotta get out here, yo. I gotta. Bucky is too far gone. He fucking with condoms. I gotta go.
That's funny.
Yo, y'all thinking about it? Y'all like maybe.
Bro, you dropped that seed in there, and it's just like,
it's trying to grow.
No, it's growing.
No. God damn.
Someone said that too about like in Infinity War, right? He said we don't trade lives, right? Yeah. Talking about Vision, like we can't just kill Vision, whatever. But then immediately he goes to start a war on Wakanda's land. So Wakandans are dying for Vision. Yeah. You know what I mean? Well, that whole movie, people are dying for like one person that they care for. But in this instant, he literally just is like, we don't trade lives, da 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 da. He won't let them sacrifice Vision. But then he sends all these Wakandans to go fight some aliens. He's like, they got it. They got vibranium. And
but they can survive.
T'Challa could have said nope. He could have said
T'Challa's not like that. And Killmonger just put a seed in his head, right? Help people. You need to open up the world. You need Wakanda's selfish. So he already on that tip, like he just opened up the borders.
Yep.
Them shits was fresh.
Got a conscious now.
Yeah. Because back in the day, they was like, oh, could be me. Could be me.
Well, we appreciate you being on the show.
That's so much fun.
Thank you for coming out. And this has been great. Because we could go on and on and on.
Right.
And on.
Showing you how you can be wrong.
Damn.
And on.
Did you feel like I backed down today? Like I felt wrong?
No,
yeah.
You did it
wrong.
great.
Well, Wolverine was wrong, but yeah.
No, you definitely held your own. I can see you rock with the best of them.
Yeah.
I thought I knew some shit. Hell no.
I grew up in the era of Dipset. It's never, I grew up. Okay. I grew up then.
All right.
We'll talk about that off air.
Yeah. That's it. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, just let everybody know where they can find you and follow your pages and all that, all your social handles and all that.
Absolutely. You can find me on all platforms at Fantastic Frankey. When is this airing?
Next week.
Oh, perfect. And you could also find me on HBO's Hero Mode. If you're looking for some reviews on DC, since you're talking crazy, I had to look you up and down.
What share?
That's why.
What share to your phone?
Go ahead. I'm gonna look so I can say wrong.
Talk about Harley Quinn and stuff.
Look at this.
But definitely interact with that. Let them know it's fire. But yeah, you can find me everywhere at Fantastic Frankey, Frankey, except for Twitter. They won't let me be great. I am fanboy fighter there. Which is less characters. But thank you guys for having me. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we do it again. Maybe we come to New York and
for sure. Y'all should come for New York Comic Con. Think about it.
Are they just letting like general people come in, or are they gonna be like, no, you ain't on the list, bro?
Yeah, I mean, you do have to like fan verify, but y'all have a page you can apply for a press pass or a pro badge. So do that now.
All right.
All right then.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
we're gonna be looking for the reel as well of how bad this movie's gonna be.
Don't do it.
So I can't wait for that.
I'm gonna start that reel when it's fire. I'm gonna start that reel like just like that.
Make sure you shout him out.
Just like that. I'm gonna be straight into it.
You know who you are.
I'll say I'm adding you. You know who I are. You get in the full full on ad. Right?
And then we're gonna clip it.
Stitch it. Y'all both got to stitch it, right? And continue. I got this really good condescending laugh that can't be prompted. Like I can't do it right now. It has to be that I'm feeling
be in the moment.
Yeah. I've done it a couple times. Like so, I can't wait to do that for you.
It won't happen, but
we're gonna see.
We're gonna see.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for being here.
Well, yeah, shout out to all our listeners and fans out there. You can find us on all platforms. The usual: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, Amazon Podcasts, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We are on everything. Go to the website, justlistenpodcast.com, JUSTLISTENN, 2 N's, podcast.com. See all our content, all our videos, and all our shows are on there at that moment. Get you a t-shirt. Get your t-shirt.
Get a hoodie.
Or hoodie. I know it's summertime.
Get it early.
Get it early. Yeah, get it early. Be prepared.
Get it early.
Be prepared, please.
Why not?
Just get it. Do just make exercises in it or something like that. So yeah, share, comment, subscribe. Please stop texting us.
Yeah. just comment.
Just comment
Put it
on the content.
Yeah.
Comment on the content. Yeah. They want to text us and things of that sort.
Let us know.
Y'all too available. That's what they say.
Apparently. Any last words, Phyllis?
I'm keep it to myself.
Sweet.
So like I always say, don't be the one hearing about it, be the one talking about it. Peace.
Thank you,